Man, y'all realize it's been nearly 7 days, 7 whole days since we've had a banner. So of course, we need a banner. I don't know what to tell y'all. Now the good news is this is a rerun, okay? So we are getting a rerun of the Xenos Valentine event. I believe this was last year's Valentine event. And these units are getting a rebalance. We'll talk about that in a little more depth tomorrow. We have some information. But it seems like I've only got about half the units. So let's go ahead and jump in here and talk about this. But really, we've, like I said, these are rerun units. I don't know if I've used Fia, but like once recently. Same with Winnie. Anya's really good. I do actually like her. Haruhime either. I don't think I've really used her that much. I know I've used the hell out of Lily. Lily is a really good unit, and I really hope her rebalance makes her even better. Chloe's another respectable unit. So you really need to like address this in the realm of the current meta, though. So we're going to pull up the rebalance information. We're going to talk about that here a little bit later. This is a rerun, so expect the banners to be a little more, a little less expensive to kind of farm. And I'm going to be honest with you, being rerun units, you're not going to get an insane amount of utility out of them. So, yeah. We are also going to get this free-to-play Ray, and actually I like her. For a free-to-play unit, she's really good. Okay, so the banners themselves, you could draw a gacha for 200 iris on the every odd pull. Every even pull is guaranteed 4-star, so that's really nice. If you're looking to fill out some units, looking to at least just get some collection units, maybe you don't have a FIA or whatever in your bin and you want to get the CP, not a bad opportunity, So pretty nice stuff. There will be bundles. I don't know anybody who's actually buying those bundles. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not even going to bother. There's bundles for a rerun. Come on, guys. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. With the Wednesday update, units that appear in Xenos Gacha will be balance adjusted. Okay. So, the balance adjustments here. Okay. Anya gets a pretty respectable one, it looks like. S1 becomes magic resistance and endurance down 35% for 2 turns. That becomes 4 turns with a self 50% penetration rate and self magic resistance and physical resistance for 3 turns. So interesting that. Skill 2 is was self magic 50% for 2 turns, becomes 70% magic for 3 turns. So that's pretty wild. Skill 3 is a high attack with temporary strength boost, becomes super attack with temporary great strength boost. 15% damage on critical and penetration, becomes 20% in her passive. Her SA is magic resistance and endurance, down 50% for 2 turns, becomes 4 turns. So really, you never use this Anya. Let me rephrase that. Anya. This Anya is not insane, and it's, this is not the end of the world stuff here. Like I said, I don't think I've ever used this Anya, to be totally honest with you. Now, her magic buff does make her pretty nice, but we'll have to really go in here and do a little bit more reading on this. The only other 2 I've got here as far as rebalances are Winnie, and I would be shocked if the other units aren't getting one, so I'll have to do a little bit of research on this. Apparently, Winnie is skill 1. Foes 35% strength, magic, and dex for 3 turns, becomes 4 turns with 3 additional actions, becoming 4 additional actions. Skill 2, the mid modifier becomes a high modifier on her attack, and skill 3, temporary magic boost, becomes temporary great magic boost with 45% magic and agility down, 45% magic and agility to herself, becoming 45%. So not end of the world stuff, but kind of nice. Once again, I don't think I've ever used her in battle. And Haruhime is 30% endurance reduction, becomes 30% endurance and guard rate. Once again, I don't know how many times you're honestly going to use that. That skill, probably not the greatest. I mean, it's a good guard rate and endurance skill. It's probably the best in the game, but it's a rare situation you're going to use that. I've got to go find the full rebalance form. I'm sure it's going to get published tomorrow, and when that is published, we'll cover all of that in tomorrow's video. just because it seems like this is currently partial data. So, this is starting tomorrow. New login bonuses, and you see some Iris and some Hero fall into there. That's actually a good amount of Iris. Lunar New Year bundle. So, these are usually fairly inexpensive. Not end of the world stuff, but all 4-star units are added in 2021 only. So anything that's basically been added within the last year will be part of that bundle. So that's actually really, really, really useful. Here we go. Familia Rush. We talked about this a little bit last night. Guys, if you are still looking for a Familia, I dropped a video last night on Familia applications, how to take advantage of that. I'll put a link in the description of this video. But here's what Familia Rush is going to entail, okay? Boss number 1, or I say enemy number 1, because it's technically multiple. Reverse Arch Snake. Worm Killer is effective. Thunder and Dark physical attack is effective, as I predicted. Enemy skills, allies increase magic. So it's just going to increase magic attack. So if you've got good defenses, you're fine. In fact, I don't even think you're going to need terribly good... Usually these units don't hit terribly hard. Okay. Physical resistance down 40%, magic resistance down 60%, so you really want to use a physical team, not a magic team. Fire, earth, wind, water... fire, earth, and wind, and light are all neutral. Water is up 30, so water's not preferable, but I'll be honest with you, a physical water team could probably still clean house. Thunder is down 30, and dark is down 70. So they really want you to use that thunder team. Or, that thunder team. They really want you to use that dark team, as I predicted. Thunder and dark physical units are effective. Dark units with Worm Killer, like Vana Freya Allen, the new Allen, and Desert Bravery Otaro and Unbroken Chain Alfric make good attackers. Plus, you can fight effectively with Otaro's additional action that removes magic boost and Alfric's SA that boosts the strength of your allies. So, you know, they're trying to sell the new units, basically. Once again, I feel pretty confident Water would be able to handle that. And this one especially. So, Thunder Magic... Riptide Worm. Worm Killer is effective. Thunder Magic Attack is effective. Enemy skills, allies increase water attack damage. Enemies magic reduction. Physical resist is 40. Magic resist is... physical resist is 0. I can read, I swear. Magic resist is down 40, so you really want to use a magic team on this. Fire, earth, wind, and water and light are all neutral. Thunder is down 40, and dark is up 50, so they really want you to use thunder here, not dark. Like I said, if you got a water team, you'll probably be able to get respectable numbers. Not crazy numbers, but respectable. Remember, you don't have Worm Killer on a lot of those units. I think any of those units have Worm Killer. So, you know, a properly built team with Worm Killer will do more, but if in a pinch, I'm just saying. Enemy uses skills with debuff. If you have a party of magic units, you can fight effectively using units that remove the debuffs or reduce their debuff turns. So notice it says enemy skills, allies increases water attack damage, enemies magic reduction. So in other words, you got to get rid of those magic debuffs to do your proper damage. White Demon's Hand. Hayden uses skills useful in the attack, increases when magic is reduced. So in other words, they're really trying to push Hayden on this one. Shock. Surprise. Familia Rush enemy number 3. Dark single target damage is effective. Black Demon Sword Hegni will be your ideal attacker, as one would predict. Who has dark single target attack as well as Worm Killer. The enemy will remove status debuffs when they're inflicted at 1 point. So Worm Killer and dark physical attack are effective. Enemy decrease earth resistance. Self removes status debuffs. So all status debuffs will be nullified and mitigated at some point. Physical resistance down 30. Magic resist is neutral. Fire, earth, wind, water, and light are once again neutral. Thunder is up 30 and dark is down 40. They really want you to use that dark team. Since player status buffs will not be removed, pay attention to the enemy's status and have enough debuffs for the later half of the battle. Pretty straightforward. It's a raid battle. You try to do as much damage as possible so that your entire team can kind of beat the enemy in a quick fashion. It is not Royale. Royale is a lot different. Royale runs really more like a damage test. So do as much damage as you can. Try to beat the foe as quickly as possible. Remember, you get 4 attempts a day, and you've got to restore 2 of those attempts by playing some other events. So, pretty straightforward stuff. Danmachi roadmap. So, this is interesting stuff, okay? We have a new boss in Record Buster, and I swear if this is not Asterios, they missed the mark entirely. So, next month, we're going to get a new Record Buster boss. We've been predicting this. This will be absolutely awesome. So I'm looking forward to this. A lot of you guys have asked for new bosses. A lot of you guys have said, the old stuff is getting boring. And I can't disagree with you. Like, unfortunately, we never really get Finn much, and that's truly unfortunate. But having a new boss would be nice. Okay? Story log display feature will be implemented. So you'll be able to display logs of the story. Log button will be added to the story page so that you can see the story log. Voices will be replayed as well, so you can actually replay portions of the story. That will be nice. I can't tell you how many times we've been on stream and I've been like, what the hell did they just say? And you have to rewatch the whole story. This will be very, very, very nice addition, especially for people like me who, well, I get distracted during the stream when we're trying to watch stories. And I'm like, where were we? So that'll be really nice. And here's something a lot of you guys are going to cheer about. The size of the app will be reduced by approximately 1.1 gigs. That is a significant reduction in size because this game is pretty massive. The system will be changed so that story-related data will be downloaded. When reading it for the first time, the amount of existing data will decrease, and the size of the app will be reduced by 1.1 gig. So in other words, basically, it seems like it's just going to delete story data and voices once you've completed the story, so that's kind of nice. Downloaded data can be deleted from the title screen, support clear cache. You also have the option to perform a full download if you wish to reduce the internet usage. So this is really nice. I like this feature a lot. It seems like they're really I know we've been salty about them dropping tons of banners, but it looks like they have been really working on the user interface and listening to complaints and ways to improve the game. So this bodes extremely well for the game's longevity. I know a lot of people have been very pessimistic about it, but this is an optimistic look for the future and that they actually still do care. So I like that a lot. I like seeing these types of things. Time required for login reduced. So the system when starting the app will be adjusted. This is good because the login takes for bloody ever. The experience is made to vary depending upon your device and your connection speed, of course. But yeah, the login takes for bloody ever. So that's really nice. 7th zone type and enemy formation will be simplified. I like that a lot. When the list of stages, the enemy's type, and single multi details will be displayed, it'll be easier for you to see the enemy information. I don't know how relevant this is, except for people that are super try hard about 7th zone. I probably could with some of the teams I've got, but that's effort. And honestly, 7th zone is just that thing that I throw the water team at and let them go crazy. In fact, I've threatened to do videos on the other elements that are still good in 7th zones that they have no business being good in, and I've just never bothered to do it because it's been such a low priority. I think most people at this stage of the game are just kind of whatever, 7th zone done. But, at least they're trying. I would love for them to turn 7th zone into something a little bit harder, double ailments, things like that. Give us another challenge, but maybe this is step 1 in ultimately turning 7th zone into something that's, I don't want to say enjoyable again, but, something you actually look forward to running, not just a burden. Blacksmith update. As requested, a lot of our players' equipment hammers will be improved. Planning to add a function that eases the level when rehammering until your desired attributes can be achieved. So it looks like we're going to get a pity system on rehammers. Hell yes. Thank you. How much did we need this? Holy crap. I cannot tell you how many times I've been rehammering things for hours on end and just nothing results. So a pity system on rehammers would be phenomenal. Guys, they're paying attention and listening. That's all I can tell you. They are paying attention. They are listening. On the side story of Sword Oratorio Volume 7 and 8 will be implemented. Episodes from the original work, not yet animated, will be available as the event after launch. So, Requiem for the Reapers, Labyrinth. Production is underway. Stay tuned. So, it just says spring, so expect it sometime March or later. Features that allow you to remove the past memorias. Even if you couldn't receive the memorias released in the past, you'll still be able to get it. Nice! I like that. Features for you to enjoy interacting with your favorite units. A new feature will be added so you can send your love to the units apart from CP. Okay. So, basically another CP thing. I wonder if that's going to include more free-to-play hours or something like that. Huge battle content. A crazy event is planned so that all adventurers can have a fun time together. New battle system? I mean, I think we could all speak, like... I think we could also all agree that, like, Monsterphilia could probably use an update. That'd be nice, but it seems like they're going to look at adding more content, or adding new, different content, and that's not a bad thing. A lot of people have said that they would like to have some kind of new content, so this will be really awesome. Huge battle content. Is it like a battle royale thing? I kind of hope not, because that would be toxic and salty. But we'll see. Pretty cool stuff. Anime event scheduled. Don't miss it. So in other words, when Season 4 comes out, they're going to be doing something in-game. I like the sound of that. With 126 Wednesday update, units that appear in the gachas will be rebalanced. We already talked about that, and the bundles are worthless. IMHO. Lunar New Year bundle, we already talked about that. Wargame, of course, back. We have Record Buster right now. Make sure you set your final Record Buster scores. Don't wait till the last minute, like I did last week. You're going to hate life. Can't stress that enough. Try to get your runs in now, guys, because, yeah, if you don't, you're going to be pretty mad. So Wargame is coming back. It's pretty predictable. Of course, 7th Zone is coming back. We pretty much already talked about that. And we now know that Record Buster is getting something new. I'm hoping it's that next Record Buster, but we'll see. Maybe it's later in February. Who knows? We already talked about Familia Rush. Already talked about login bonuses. Schedule for the 1st of the month. A new Memoria is... Oh, she's adorable. Aww. Must protect. I don't know what this says, but I have a vague translation down here. Looks like Dex plus 6 for 8 to 15 turns. New phone. Ooh, this. Even says right there, 8 to 15 turns. It's not even in Japanese. So it just says 6%. So, hey, power creep on Memoria. I'd say who saw that coming, but probably a lot of people did. So this is going to be February's Memoria. This is going to be a good one, guys. A good one. And, of course, Undertale Skira is ending. I believe today's the last Undertale Skira. And then we'll get a new one starting on the 1st. So, good stuff that. And, of course, this bundle always resets on the 1st. And we've got other stuff to consider on the 1st. So, this week, rerun of the Valentines units, which means we're probably getting a fresh Valentine's event, and I would guess it's going to be within the next 2 weeks. So, if you want my honest opinion, save, because Valentine's units tend to be time limited. I hope not. I hope they're just general pool units, but, I mean, who knows? The Valentine's units we got last year were not time limited. Typically, they are, if I recollect. So, you might want to just plan for them to be time limited. So, that's the thing. Lunar New Year Bundle Ultimate Wargame, 7th Zone, all that good stuff. Familia Rush kicks off on Thursday with the new bonuses. And then on the 1st, we're getting all the new Memoria and all that good stuff. So, that is the weekly news. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. And let me know in the comments if you're hyped, because I like a lot of the updates coming. I'm pretty excited for the future right now, because this is really awesome stuff. Like, I know, like, we're downers about the banner, and I get that, but hopefully, like, this is a pause on banners until the stuff coming from Valentine's. So I'm really excited for that, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. I'll try to get more information on the rebalances.